G'day ladies and gents, this is my belt. Those of you that watch the channel know that I dabble in a lot of different bits and pieces, and I'm pretty hard on my gear. I have gone through many belts over the years and got sick of spending big money on belts that fall apart. I bought all these materials off Amazon. They're in the list below, but I've got a few belt buckles because I like to have lots of belt buckles. It's double stitched, saddle stitching, nice and easy and quick to make. And if you'd like to make a gift for your husband or a partner, this is an awesome gift idea. Alright, so my wife's got about a 30-inch waist. I've got a 34-inch waist. This is a 51-inch piece of leather that I'll probably chop a little bit off of. But I've also got about a 4 or 5-inch piece of leather. I use this piece of leather sewn onto the back to establish the positions for the buckles. This is a buckle off an old belt, and I got a couple of D shackles because I kind of like having belt shackles everywhere. I'm using a set of saddle stitching punches. They come in all different designations, but you'll see how they work in a minute. I've got some waxed stitching, and I've got some sorted needles for sewing it all back together again. That's basically all you need. Again, list of parts in the description. So firstly, there's a lot of really flash clamps and bits and pieces you can buy online, but I like to use what's readily available. I have a piece of nice soft timber. This is red cedar. I have a quick clamp. Just going to clamp these two pieces of leather together. Got them nice and square on the end, squarish. If you don't like the way they run, then you can simply use a rule and a razor to sharpen it up. But I find over time that everything wears into position nicely. We want to look at the spacings of where these are going to go. Sometimes it's easy as an eye figure out where everything goes by just putting two pins together. So I want to go about there and use a hammer to go through both our pieces of material. There you go. You can see holes are all reasonably well lined up. You want to make sure your needle fits through the holes that you've punched nicely. One needle through the second hole. One needle through the first hole. Draw them through so they're about both the same length, and then we're going to transfer this over to our bench vise. Now we hold the piece of thread that we're going to put a needle through the hole of down so that the needle doesn't get caught on the thread as we pass the needle through that hole. Pulling out the other side, and we're pretty much ready to start. Those are both tightened up, so that will mean that the edge of the hole that doesn't have the thread on it is going to be fairly clear, so that again we don't catch the needle on the thread. One side through. Again, holding this one away from the edge of the hole where we're passing the needle through. Right, now that we've reached the end, I want to make sure that this never comes undone. So I'm going to back stitch. And tie these two together, just with a couple of granny knots. And I know there's some professionals out there that'll be watching this thinking I'm doing a shit job, but I don't care. This belt works perfectly fine for me. As you put more thread through the hole, it will be harder to pull the needle through. And then lastly, on the back here, take it out. On the back here, I'm just going to go under that thread. Pull it through. And then under it one more time. And half hitch it. There we go. Same with the second thread. And that's well and truly overkill. That's never coming undone. That's our first stitch done. And it's time to add some buckles. Buckle number one is going to be a D. Clamp everything down again. We're just going to keep repeating that process until we have all the buckles on here that we want. Alright, so our second buckle is our normal hole buckle. Obviously it's going to need a hole in there somewhere for the tongue to come through. So we're going to get out our hole punches. Now you can get a tool that's got the little rotating punch set on it. I don't particularly like those because they tend to misalign over time and become useless. So I bought these little hole punch set. Sometimes people call them a wad punch set. And we're simply going to set up our hole where we need it. So we're going to mark out our center line. We'll just use a needle. Measure across, we are 1.5 inches. 3/4 of an inch is half of 1.5 inches. We're going to draw a little line. Now we need a little bit of room for this guy to move backwards and forwards. So we're going to get, I like using a punch that's a little bit larger than the actual eye of the tongue on the buckle. And we're just going to quickly put a hole in the center there. And we're going to go down about 1/2 inch and put a hole in the center there, like so. We're going to get our sharp knife and cut between the two holes. of a hole. We've got a doubled up buckle there. There we go, that's all our buckles set up.
And you just punch some holes to your desired size. I like to put about an inch gap between each of the holes. And then you just cut it to length and you have a finished belt. If you've got any questions, please fire away in the comments below. I'm more than happy to explain where I went wrong if you think I've done something wrong. And if you like the content, please like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.